What do we got? What do we got? All right. Biden's pardoned. I just realized last week when I was going over Thanksgiving sides, the list I was looking at was not 10 best Thanksgiving sides. It was 110 best Thanksgiving sides. So that's why a lot of them were weird and not really bangers. If you're doing a 110 list for Thanksgiving sides, a lot of them are going to be flops. There's really like seven stables. Was that just what's his name doing the voice? Okay, I need to get rid of some of these old folders. Don't need this. What did we talk about last week? Oh yeah, Laken Riley. Yep. Yeah, it was good. I've got the video pretty much. I got the video all done with like cuts and editing and transitions. I just got to do music. I just got to put music to it, and it'll be done. It was good. Yep. I'm thinking if I want to start with that or if I want to go to that after Trump, because Trump appointed this Cash Patel guy. Okay, so we'll do Biden first. Yeah. Then we'll go to Trump and Cash Patel. I've heard bad things about this Cash Patel guy, I think the guy, what's he involved with? Cash Patel, Cash Patel. His name was getting brought up because something to do with Elon, maybe? Or no, it was JD Vance. People were tying JD Vance to Cash Patel. They're like, he's involved with Cash Patel and that guy's no good. I think. I can't remember. So we have to figure out who Cash Patel is and why they're saying that that's Trump's most dangerous pick yet. So I think I've heard bad things about him from conservatives, but I'm not sure. Mobile bookmarks. What do we need? We can get rid of this. This is from last week. I should look at McCarthyism. Talk about McCarthyism. Because I've never really done a deep dive on that little period of time. Well, I have relating to other things, but not McCarthyism. Prayer and healing. Bacon mac and cheese. I can get rid of this recipe. Oh, This is rapid fire news. Okay, Kash Patel. Should we start with Biden? I think we should start with Biden. We've been starting with Trump for a while, so we'll start with Biden. Let me find something to put on. Some background noise. Because I got to focus. Can't be. Alex battles Antifa protesters at TPUSA event. This is from years ago, though. This is just a repost. I've seen this chick before. Whatever's says only 5 shows left. Good. That show needs to end. Getting old. What am I looking for right now? Masad Bulos? What is this?
What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
Trump has also chosen Hillsborough County Sheriff Chad Chronister to lead the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Agency. Trump says the sheriff will stop the flow of fentanyl and other drugs from.
Let's go. Oh, okay, hold on. We need to start with Biden. We'll start with Biden this week. Where's my pen? Okay, what is it? Oh, it's December. Shit, I gotta pay my rent. Trees up. Yo. All right. Biden pardoned Hunter. I guess we have to recap what Hunter was charged with. Then they drop all of his charges except for like the least of them. I don't want to play with that for you because I'm gonna play that tomorrow. Find something goofy to play. Let's see. We'll find something. What the? What the world needs now? Love, sweet love. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Y'all see the Christmas action? We got Christmas action. Christmas action. It's a white Christmas. Dr. Phil destroys Pac-Man. I've ever watched that. New trailers. Woke liberals realize Donald Trump won the election. Nah. Airport situation is crazy. Aliens have landed. Oh shit, that's clickbait. That's clickbait. I ain't clicking it. Saddam Hussein's live reaction to his death sentence.
If you ever want to know why I block ads with Pi, this is why I block ads with Pi.
I just found what may be the biggest YouTube.
This is Edgar Delgado, and just seconds ago, he fatally shot an innocent man.
Were you with what happened?
I don't know who is the man who's shot. Can you tell me the name so I know if it's him or not?
I don't know.
I was with Omar.
And is Omar the one that was shooting?
I don't know.
What did you look like?
Hispanic. He has a beard. He's light skinned. He's Mexican.
What was he wearing last night? Color shirt.
I don't know the shirt, but he's wearing a hat.
Boom. Shot him in his dome.
All units be advised. We received reports of a shooting at Hard Rock Casino in Lake Tahoe. One is reported deceased, and the shooter is armed inside the building.
That guy's like, I just heard a loud bang coming from that direction. And that guy's walking away aggressively. Bop, bop. This is Hard Rock in Florida. Is this in Seminole? Or is this in Tampa? I don't know. This could be Vegas.
Set Valley. Get on your knees. Get on your knees!
County, all units. Just received an update. He got some information that the suspect possibly left in a white Toyota 4Runner with a Hispanic female adult about Senegal.
Did you know that guy?
I didn't know. I just remember we were talking for like a while, and then that's it.
At 2 a.m. on March 25th, 2023, Edgar Delgado enters Hard Rock Casino and meets 32-year-old Omar Garcia, where they spend the next 6 hours together drinking and having a good time. But by 8 a.m., something begins to anger Edgar. The tension rises, an argument bursts out, and Edgar grabs Garcia. Worst of all, he pulls out a pistol and points it directly at Garcia's head multiple times. But Garcia resists, knowing his life could end at any time, and physical altercations ensue. Then, for one last time, Edgar grabs Garcia by the neck and whispers something in his ear, to the extent that Garcia stops resisting. Desperately, Garcia tries to disengage, knowing that this fight is not worth his life. But Edgar sees his chance and pulls out his gun before Garcia even has a moment to react. And seconds later, a single gunshot rings throughout the Hard Rock Casino. Garcia had little to no chance of survival. He was shot directly in the temple, and every passing second meant a step closer to death. Soon after, panic erupted in the hotel. Employees and residents.
Damn. 8 a.m. right in the middle of the casino. What the? Okay, I need to focus. I have things to do. Dang.
Residents scrambled to get a hold of authorities as dozens of 911 calls began pouring in. Immediately, a team of 100 officers was put together from multiple police departments and sent to the Hard Rock Casino and Hotel.
Okay, well, let's go. We gotta go to the south stairwell.
Let's go, Coach.
2 or 3, we're heading to the south stairwell now. South stairwell.
Important to note is the fact that officers have almost no information on the situation itself. All they know is that there was a shooting, and now there's a man lying dead in front of the bar. They also know that the Hard Rock Casino is a massive complex with over 670 rooms, and that gunman could be hiding anywhere.
Yeah, that's not Vegas. That's Florida.
I'm coming to me. You don't want to do it.
Hey, Matt, Keenan. Brian's gonna take us second floor because the stairwell's on the outside. Brian's taking us right here, second floor, and we'll hit our stairwells up. We're Hey. Where are we going? Brian!
In an active shooting, officers always need to establish control over the situation the moment they arrive on the scene. That's why this team immediately moves in to secure the stairwells, because they lack security and connect to several parts of the building, which provides an easy escape route for the shooter. With that said, the shooter's identity is still unknown, and the officers need to treat everyone they encounter as a potential threat until confirmed otherwise.
Good evening. We are coming on the...
Where's your room? Where's your room at? Get back in your room and stay in there. Okay. Claire, go ahead.
Hold there. Put your baton right here.
Stop your hands right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Don't move. Don't move.
Go with.
Come down here around the corner. Who else is with you?
Not us.
After quickly confirming that these are innocent civilians and not the shooter, officers can now move towards evacuating them.
I think the elevator down. Grab it out. Up there.
Alligator! Shoot the alligator!
Hey, you got two coming down. Two coming down. Keep your hands up, folks. All the way down. All the way down. All the way down. Hands up. Let's go, boys. Good job, sir. Thank you. What's going on? You're good. Keep going all the way down. Somebody. You're good. Go. Take a deep breath.
I don't want to hear about the pardon. I just want... How do I go, like, to old news? How do I make it give me old news instead of new news? This is not surprising. I want to see all of his charges. Do I have an old folder about Hunter? No. That was before. All the Hunter stuff happened before I started saving my research folders. So I don't have a Hunter folder. This is all going to get added to the Biden folder. I do have a Biden folder. See if it's in there. Anything about this? Doubt it. Maybe I don't have a Biden folder. Huh. What's chat saying? Yo. Whatever. That's... So there's no video of Biden doing this live. He didn't like make a statement or anything. He probably posted about it on X. I'm pardoning my son today. Yeah, he's a good boy. Smartest boy I know.
While this team is clearing this part of the stairwells, another team on the casino floor works on securing the crime scene and providing life-saving assistance to the victim.
We're good. No, I ended up with the victim. You guys had fun. Apparently, yeah, where the victim was. Yeah. You got one here, one along this column right here that you want to see, and then you got the
Although emergency services were quick to respond and Garcia was transported out quickly, it was far too late to save him. He was pronounced dead within minutes. Worst of all, the killer was still on the loose, and every second wasted meant that officers were further away from catching him and more innocent lives were in danger. That is why the team on the casino floor immediately starts gathering witness statements to try and figure out exactly what happened. The first was someone who was able to get a closer look at the crime scene immediately after Garcia was shot.
Was that the only shell casing you found that was spent? No, the spent one's right here next to this. Here, hold on, look like that there. That's the only spent one you saw? Yeah, so the word was that they were struggling. Yeah. I was just holding the arm down, and then I guess got spraying him. One shot. So one shot. Yeah, that's why I think the guy's still alive. Where was he hit? In the stomach? Oh, it was in the head. Yeah, that's brain matter. Oh, you're right. Yeah.
The next witness was a girl that Omar was on a date with just hours before the murder.
Hello.
Were you with what happened?
I don't know who is the man who's shot.
You know?
Can you tell me the name so I know if it's him or not?
I don't know.
Okay, I was with Omar.
And is Omar the one that was shooting?
I don't know. What happened was I came in here after my work with a man named Omar as a date.
What did Omar look like?
Hispanic, handsome.
Did he have a beard?
Incoming unit speed 272 in Valet at Harbor.
What's that?
I just met him last week.
She doesn't even know what he looks like.
I just met.
She's a working girl. She just got off her job as a waitress, bartender or something, and now she's gonna hang out with Omar. Omar just got popped though.
Him, but I know he's like close contact with a lot of people in town.
Okay.
I know that he's very important in town as a person.
Okay. He's a dope dealer. He's a dang trafficker.
You know what I mean? Like
Just
everyone loves
as a
him.
description though, does he have a beard?
Omar and Julio hang out at the casino, drinking all day, getting dates with the work. Come on now.
He has beard. He's light skinned. He's Mexican.
What was he wearing last night? What color shirt?
Mexican.
I don't know the shirt, but he's wearing a hat, a backwards hat or black baseball hat.
Okay.
Even though this girl was praying that it wasn't who she thought, she does not know yet that it was in fact Omar who was shot and has even passed away. Although tragic, officers cannot spend any time on grievances. They have no clue what the killer looks like, what his escape plan is, and who he could possibly harm.
How have the cops not immediately watched this video? Like, wouldn't this be the first thing they're gonna do is review the tapes? So they do know what he looks like. They know what he's wearing. They know a lot about it. They probably could get what room he's in very quickly. Just pull up the tapes, bruh.
Next, this is where they begin executing the last step of their response, chasing the shooter down, which begins with multiple SWAT teams initiating a wide search of the entire building, checking every hall and every corner.
You seen him leave the tapes on the hotel on the tapes.
Okay, I'll hold. Keep pushing.
Take a deep breath, Ellis.
Yep.
Good job.
202, we will be on floor 9.
Charges against Hunter only came about after his, quote, political opponents in Congress iffy and opposed my election. Hunter Biden is scheduled to be sentenced on December 12th for his...
Show me your hands.
I've been crying.
Turn around.
Hispanic guy, beard, gray shirt.
They're right there.
Down here. Down here.
They got him.
Down here.
I called him. Call me 911.
Both of you step over here.
Okay.
Step behind us.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
my God, you guys.
Yes, sir.
Can you believe it happened? I was down there playing when it happened. I ran in the bar and I saw the guy on the floor.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Thanks.
Hey, listen to me. Hey, both of you. He's in a hotel somewhere. One of the
I know,
towers.
that's why we stayed.
Okay, you guys need to get into the stairwell.
Okay,
Let's stay.
Dude's just peeking.
Sheriff's office, come out now! Who's your hands?
Come out.
We thought it was our kids. Our kids are in a couple rooms
Okay,
down.
listen to me. You guys need to stay in this room. Don't come out for any reason, okay?
Okay.
Keep the door locked.
Do not come out, okay? There's an active shooter right now. Stay in the room.
At this point in time, officers do not have access to any of the CCTV footage, and it is difficult.
I feel like that is putting a lot of fear into people that is unnecessary. Since you got the tapes, you look at the tapes, you have a description of the dude, and then you just follow him around with the tapes. There's cameras everywhere in that casino. They have all the tapes now. Wouldn't that be the first thing you do? He left 10 minutes after the shooting, right? So how long did it take them to get there? It probably took them like 15 minutes to get there. If this is the one in Seminole, then it's like there's not a lot out there except the casino. They kind of set them far away from everything in Florida and other, like in Utah, like not Utah, but in Mesquite, Nevada. It's just a little casino town, and then there's just desert. So it probably didn't take them very long to get there. First thing you do, pull up the cameras. We found the shell casing. Pull up the tapes from, I need this camera, this camera, this camera, this camera. Let's go watch the tapes. Watch the tapes. Follow the dude around. You have a description of him. Try to figure out what room he stays in. He goes back to his room. Follow him to his room. Now you know what room he's in. Instead of going door to door, and there was one shot fired. You know, and you watch him put the gun away and get out of there. He was with a guy that he had been hanging out with for 6 hours, and they had been arguing the whole time. So it's pretty safe to say this dude's not just in there to just, you know, a mass shooter that's just going in there doing target practice on people. So when you go to door to door in the hotel, and you're telling every single person there's an active shooter on the loose. Is that sparkling water? Soft beverage. Watching football in JF's life's cozy? What's cozy? Would have been the perfect counter to the media narrative. I wanted Trump to pardon Biden. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they should be able to find the guy without going door to door, guns out, scaring the hell out of everybody. There's an active shooter on the loose. Don't leave your room.
For them to find out who exactly the man is, let alone where he went. But getting their hands on this footage should only be a question of time.
I'm not allowed to reveal the secrets of Jameson Black Barrel. It's carefully chosen select batch Irish whiskies. Or its exquisite notes of toasted oak, caramel, and vanilla spice. It's the greatest whiskey I ever drank, and the greatest story I never did tell.
The security of casinos are often incredibly high, designed to quickly de-escalate dangerous situations like this, as we will come to see later in this video. The reason for this is part because of a shooting that happened back in Las Vegas in 2017. Due to the failure of that casino hotel's security, they were forced to pay out over $800 million to the victims of the shooting, ensuring that security would be increased on all casino hotels, much like this one. Actually, it's very common for hotels, casinos, or other companies to be forced to pay out settlements like this. That's why I partnered with Morgan & Morgan. The company...
What are they saying? I missed that.
Like this, as we will come to see later in this video. The reason for this is part because of a shooting that happened back in Las Vegas in 2017. Due to the failure of that casino hotel's security, they were forced to pay out over $800 million to the victims of the shooting, ensuring that security would be increased on all casino hotels, much like this one. Actually, it's very common for hotels, casinos, or other companies to be forced to pay out settlements like this. That's why I partnered with Morgan & Morgan, the company that fought for many of the victims of the 2017 shooting, helping them win over $800 million. You're seriously hurt, your injury could be worth millions. With over 1,000 attorneys, Morgan & Morgan will fight to give you the best results. And unless and another in Philadelphia, $26 million. That was 40 times more than their insurance offered. So if you ever get seriously injured, your case could be worth millions. And it takes only a few minutes to see if you have a case. You can start your claim with Morgan & Morgan by visiting www.forthepeople.com/insanity, found in the description. With that said, police at Hard Rock Cafe received intel that the suspect likely fled into one of the 5 apartments nearby on the 1st and 2nd floor. Fortunately, this team you just saw cleared out the stairs and hallways, meaning more teams can rush into these apartments and look for the suspect.
Sheriff's office, open the door, show me your hands.
Keep your hands up.
Hey, we had a shooting downstairs. We need to make sure who's in here and who's not, okay?
Go ahead, step right here. Keep your hands up. Just you two?
Yeah, it's
Yes, you need to stay inside, okay?
Clear.
Hello. I got this one. Hi, with Sheriff's Office. Everybody good in here?
Yeah, we're good.
How many people?
4.
4? Y'all here?
Yeah.
Okay, can we just check, make sure everybody's okay? Nobody's hiding? Awesome. Thank you, ladies.
What a day, huh?
What a day. That was all good?
Yeah.
All right.
Unlock it?
Yeah. Unlock the door, open it slowly with your hands up.
There you go. You no clothes on, of course. Let's go. All right, so we just need to come on.
Just come on out for a second.
Over here, we'll get you some pants, okay?
Anybody else in the room?
Go step over here.
Okay.
Is everybody else in there?
No. All right, stand right there.
Step over here.
Can I ask what's going on? We'll
Sheriff's
get to you in a
Office,
second.
come in. Shooting.
Holy fuck, it's hot. Coming out.
Clear, coming out.
Am I okay to check out? Just go in the room and hang tight.
Although the Fourth Amendment bars officers from warrantless searches under most circumstances, this scenario is an exception as it is classified as an exigent circumstance. Exigent circumstances exist in situations.
That is crazy. They're just walking up into everybody's room. If they didn't answer the door, they'd probably kick the door in.
Situations where people are in imminent danger, where evidence faces imminent destruction, or prior to a suspect's imminent escape, much.
The Vegas shooting in 2017? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Way more than one? I don't know. He might have been. You cover Vantage, and the 9/11 call transcripts are very damning. Way more than one shooter. Huh. I heard he was just like a MK Ultra FBI operative type thing. I don't know. I've never really done a deep dive into that. And I wasn't really paying attention to the world in 2017. Okay, so how are we doing this? Do Kash Patel. And I need to figure out who this guy is. Then Kash Pramod Patel. Kashyap. Kashyap. His name is Kashyap. Kashyap. Department of Defense. He made sure to open his eyes very wide for this picture. Because they're usually much more squinty. Okay, that'll be enough about Kash. Is there any video of Kash? He's the director of the FBI. He's going to be FBI director. Hear what Kash Patel has said about the FBI. That's a good video to watch.
Well, speaking of his intent.
Maybe he's just going to gut it. Hopefully he's the type of guy that hates the FBI. Hopefully you're the type of guy that hates the FBI. Want to see them all die, lay down and cry. If you die laying down and crying should not come afterwards. For you, maybe for your family. Looking at Paddock's wife. Who's Paddock? You mean Patel? Was that a typo? All of it is public record. Suspicious air traffic activity. No call. There were calls of shooters for blocks around. Send me some stuff. That's interesting. I've never looked deep into that one. I should do that. I knew there were some conspiracy theories involved. Eminem made a freaking anti-gun song about it. Who's Paddock? Another one of his picks? I see Florida sheriff to lead DEA. Billionaire Masad Boulos, Florida sheriff for DEA. Billionaire picked. Cash Patel, Masad. Cash Patel. Picks. More picks. Who's the Florida sheriff to lead the DEA? Hillsborough sheriff for DEA. Who is this Masad Boulos dude? Trump taps daughter Tiffany from Masad. Trump offers Masad Boulos Middle East advisor role. Tiffany Trump's father-in-law, Masad Boulos. Tiffany Trump's father-in-law. So Tiffany Trump is married to a guy whose dad is a billionaire. And Tiffany Trump's dad is a billionaire. That's a power couple, huh? Trump. Another in-law. Oh, it's nepotism, guys. It's nepotism. Damn, Tiffany. What up, girl? Is Tiffany Trump the bish? The one that is on we're always writing books about him and coming at him? Nah. It's not her. One of the Trumps hates him. But that's not his daughter. That's like his aunt or something. Tiffany Trump. Donald Trump's daughter. She's alright. Oh, she's hot there. Okay, so she's not the one that hates him. To know about Masad Boulos, the advisor to the Middle East, we need to know about her. She's kind of cute. She's thick. She's a little thick. So who's she married to? It's not the one married to Kushner. No. Anyway. Okay. And then billionaire Tiffany Trump's dad, or Yeah, Tiffany Trump's father.
Much like in this active shooting. But even with this privilege, officers need to pick up their pace because only 2 of the 5 apartments on this floor have been searched, and the killer could be in any one of them.
Sheriff's office. Open the door. Let me see your hands. Anyone else in there with you? No, just you? Great. Is anybody hurting here? No. Okay, good. We got Just go ahead and stay in your room.
What do you feel in your body when you hear the term white people?
Make those. Oh, here. Hold on. We just gotta make sure there's no. We just gotta make sure. Nobody hurt in here.
No, I don't.
They're gonna shoot down next to the floor,
Oh my God.
Sorry. Thank you. Sheriff's office, open the door. Okay. Let me see your hands. Open the door, let me see your hands. Thank you, open the door. Oh, shit. Who else is inside?
Chad Chronister, Hillsborough County Sheriff Office for over 32 years. That's what's up. Shout out T-Town. T-Town, stay down. 8-1 Trey. You don't know.
My son. All right. Alone. Clear. We had a shooting incident at the hotel. I need to make sure there's no suspects in there, okay? Put your hands up. You guys all right? Yeah, we're fine. How many?
I don't care about this. This is all too much for one freaking guy with a gun. It's too much. It's too much. Vegas shooting.
So we have a new report into a potential motive of that Las Vegas shooter. I don't know if you guys remember the details of this. This guy just massacred people at a concert back in 2017, shooting like a sniper from a hotel room in Mandalay Bay. And they were never able to at least publicly pin down why he did this. And it was sort of like, well, maybe he just went crazy. It was known that he was a big high-stakes gambler and he'd run into some financial difficulty. There were reports that his mental health was declining, but we never really were told, or a motive was never really picked.
Do I have enough time tonight while I'm at work to do a deep dive into this and then talk about it tomorrow? Probably not. I probably need to work on this one a bit. We can't do that one off the cuff. We could do live research into it, but I'm gonna have to get off YouTube. I'm gonna have to go to Rumble or something for the real conspiracies.
Pinpointed by law enforcement. There's some new FBI documents that have now just come out. Let's put this up on the screen from the AP that they say give a new view into the Las Vegas shooter's mindset. The FBI interviewed one of the gunman's fellow gamblers. This is detailed in what they say is hundreds of pages of documents that were just made public. He believed, this fellow gambler, that the stress of Stephen Paddock having been treated not the way he wanted to by casinos, given his high roller status, may have led to this massacre. Basically, the idea is they used to do, like, you know, you'd get cruises and you'd get...
Didn't he have like 10 guns in there with him and like a ton of ammo? And he just posted up in his bedroom and started popping shots?
wine tours and all this stuff, and they'd sort of cut back on that. And he'd also been kicked out, barred from a number of casinos, I guess, because maybe he'd, like, you know, done too well there or whatever, that this led to the mental break and may have contributed to the motive here. Sagar, you followed this one really closely. So what do you make of this potential theory?
I think this is bullshit. I'll just tell you that. I have been obsessed with the Stephen Paddock case for a long time, as well as many other It remains one of the big mysteries in terms of the official narrative. And actually, one of the investigators said it best. She goes, there's no way that they would have hidden any potential motive from our victims and survivors for over 10 years, dismissing these as the speculations of a single gambler. Stephen Paddock was an extraordinarily strange individual, very least from his gambling. He wasn't at a gambling table socially. He would sit at video poker and sit there and gamble hundreds of thousands of dollars, and if we're to believe, some millions of dollars.
Wow.
The official narrative is that Stephen Paddock became obsessed with guns, and then in a period of like a year or so, and actually mostly in several months, started acquiring all these guns that he brought up in several trips to his suite in the Mandalay Bay hotel room, at which point he broke out the window and shot at these concert goers. I mean, first of all, if you're mad at gambling institutions, why would you not shoot up the...
No, it was Ariana Grande concert. Is that right?
Casino, then why would you shoot people who are at a concert?
In the crowd, yeah.
So again, there is no technical motive. There is still a lot of weird stuff. Like he sent his girlfriend off to the Philippines. There was some initial speculation. It was like, is this an international terror?
Long range fish in a barrel filled with fish and no water.
Terrorism incident because of some ISIS activity that was happening there. She has actually still yet to tell us the full story about what was going on there. There's still so many questions about.
I thought Virginia Tech was the record. In America? We haven't done a shooting episode in a while. Those ones are risky because I say a lot of things. Deadliest management clockwise. Oh yeah, Vegas. Yep. In Orlando. Is that the nightclub?
About the guns, about why security never flagged him. All of this was on video too, by the way. And yeah, in terms of the motive and all of that. Now, I've never seen any indication officially about law enforcement and their involvement and all of that, whether he was even known to authorities beforehand. But I'm just going to say, I think there is a massive cover-up involving this case because it's been several years. Even the open records request did not reveal anything. And the FBI kind of put the kibosh on this investigation very early. By 2018, 1 year in, they were like, no. I mean, this was, I believe, at the time, it was the deadliest mass shooting in American history.
It's horrific.
It might still be. I think there might have been one that surpassed Las Vegas. But
oh, the Ariana Grande attack was a bombing. Yeah. They said, Wikipedia is saying that Faye's nightclub is second. And then I think it's Virginia Tech. Just give me the freaking list in order. What the heck? Can't you just put a chart up, Google? A graph? Las Vegas. There's a graph. If I go to images, they give me a graph right off the rip. Thank you, Google. Yep, Virginia Tech is number 3. Sandy Hook is number 4. Killeen, Texas. 1991. Oh, that's why it was forever ago. 1984, San Ysidro, California. Let's say 1966. UT Austin. So this isn't some new. Bro, 5 of the top 10 were not even in the 2000s. This one was in 1966. 1986, Oklahoma. 2015, San Bernardino, California. 2009, Fort Hood, Texas.
It was an absolutely insane event.
Killed 60.
Yeah,
and
killed
injured
60
hundreds
people.
more.
It led to the bump stock ban, if everybody wants to remember that, by the ATF, because I believe Paddock used a bump stock. In terms of, again, like information about his this is part of the other problem. Since he was killed, obviously, there's never been a trial where a lot of this has come out into the open. I read the original Las Vegas report about Stephen Paddock, and again, stuff doesn't pass the smell test. So for me, I don't buy this for a second.
Not buying this one.
No. There's something much deeper.
They said also that he had scoped out other potential live events and even booked hotel rooms at those hotels that were by different concerts before settling on, this particular concert that he was able.
So how come he can say, I don't buy this? Isn't that false flag reporting? Isn't that the same thing that Alex Jones did? He's got to pay $400 billion, $400 million.
Able to shoot at from the Mandalay Bay, and partly he was able to. So he was comped this room.
Oh, it was a country festival. Well, then in that case, I mean, come on.
Because of his quote unquote high roller status. And he was given use of a private elevator.
Yeah, that's right.
To take up all his bags of suitcases full of these weapons. So anyway, I don't know. This one I think continues to be a mystery.
I ain't buying it. I'll just tell you that. And I know a lot of other people aren't buying it either. So there you go. We'll see you later.
Hey guys, ready or not, 2024 is fully upon us now.
The surveillance footage is remarkable in its banality. It shows Stephen Paddock, the Las Vegas gunman, in the days before his mass shooting. He cuts a lonesome figure as he moves through the Mandalay Bay Hotel, playing video poker for hours in the casino, buying snacks at a newsstand, watching a LeBron James interview in a restaurant, and at times chatting with hotel staff. But this picture of an ordinary gambler disguises a far more sinister intent. Through this previously unseen footage, we'll show how Paddock methodically planned his attack, and how, over 7 days, hotels...
How are you going to show 7 days of a planned mass shooting in a 6-minute video?
Staff unwittingly helped him to move bag after bag of weapons to his room. The videos, obtained exclusively by the New York Times from MGM Resorts, begin on Monday, September 25th. At the VIP counter, he checks into a suite on the 32nd floor and books an adjoining room, which he will check into 4 days later. He doesn't immediately bring in suitcases. Instead, he spends 2 hours in the hotel, going to his room and eating at a sushi restaurant downstairs.
There's not a lot of news this week. It's Thanksgiving week. Oh, yeah. I remember. Oh, yeah. Okay. I've remembered one. The freaking Palestine protesters at the Macy's Day Parade. Getting yoked up. I got it. Okay. Cool. We got our last bit here.
Just before 5 p.m., he drives his Chrysler Pacifica minivan to the valet area, where a bellman loads the luggage cart with 5 suitcases. Paddock asks to stay with his luggage, so the bellman brings him through the service elevators to his room, something hotel management say is not unusual. Paddock spends the next 4 hours in his room, and at 9:40 that night, he leaves the hotel, bringing 2 suitcases with him. He drives 1 hour to Mesquite, where he lived. Cell phone records show that he stays the night and spends most of Tuesday here. Around 8 p.m., Paddock returns to Las Vegas, but he stops at the Ogden, a downtown condominium complex. This is interesting for a few reasons. Paddock was also renting rooms here for the entire week. He checked in the previous Friday when a music...
How'd he get so rich?
Event called the Life is Beautiful Festival was being held in the surrounding streets.
Life is Beautiful sounds like a Christian music festival. The Life is Beautiful Festival?
Internet records recovered by the police show that he searched for that festival's lineup and its expected attendance. This was similar to his research of the Mandalay and the Route 91 Harvest Festival, which he would later attack. So, the Ogden and the Life is Beautiful Festival could have been used for planning, or may even have been a target. Later Tuesday night, Paddock returns to the...
Oh, so he didn't shoot up the Life is Beautiful Festival. He shot up the dang other one.
The Mandalay, and a different bellman helps him to move 7 more suitcases to his suite. Again, he uses the service elevator. He tips the bellman, who had no way of knowing these cases were packed with guns and ammunition. He gambles for 8 hours until morning. Paddock was a regular at the Mandalay, and several casino hosts knew him. The videos show their interactions as being completely normal and in no way alarming. Remember, in 2 days, Paddock has brought 12 cases upstairs. He spends most of Wednesday in his room, and that evening repeats a similar pattern. He leaves the Mandalay, again carrying 2 suitcases. He stops at the Ogden and drives home to Mesquite. On Thursday, he buys a .308 bolt-action rifle from a gun store and visits a nearby gun range before driving back to the Mandalay. That night, he again uses the valet service and a bellman to carry a white container and 3 suitcases to his room. His arsenal of weapons is growing. Again, he gambles through the night.
He brought all these guns, and what, he only used one? He just used a rifle from the window? He didn't end up gearing up and going out into the hallways or anything, or what?
It's now Friday, and at 8 p.m, the Route 91 Harvest Festival will open in the fairgrounds across from the Mandalay. Paddock stays
Harvest Festival, bunch of pagans.
Stays in his room until around 3 p.m. and uses his laptop while the suite is cleaned. He checks into the adjoining room, 134, using the name of his girlfriend, Mary Lou Danley. He also tells cleaning staff to leave behind the food service cart. 2 days later, Paddock would use this and one other service cart to create a surveillance ring during his attack. Overnight, he makes a brief trip to Mesquite, arriving back at the Mandalay at 6 a.m. with 2 more suitcases. Soon after noon on Saturday, he places Do Not Disturb signs on both room doors. He declines housekeeping. He takes an elevator to the valet area and sits, waiting for his car. He carries 2 more bags to his room.
Damn. He's been taking bags.
He gambles some more, and that night he makes a final trip to Mesquite, returning to the Mandalay at 3 a.m. on Sunday morning. He gambles through the night in the high-limit slot area and returns to his room at 7:37 a.m.
He lost that night. Took a big L.
It's 12:16 p.m. when we see Paddock going back to the parking garage. The guests exiting the elevator have no idea that in 10 hours, this unremarkable figure would commit the worst mass shooting in modern American history. He returns from his car, bringing 2 suitcases and a smaller bag inside. Since Monday, he has brought at least 21 cases, 2 smaller bags, a laptop bag, and a container to his room. This is the last time we see Paddock, arriving at the 32nd floor. Through the day, he opens, closes, and locks both rooms repeatedly. At 36 minutes after 9, he locks the deadbolt to room 135 for the last time. 4 minutes later...
So they don't have cameras. Oh, shoot. They don't have cameras in the room. But they can electronically tell when he's locking the door. That's pretty cool.
And that evening repeats a similar pattern.
Where was I at?
He leaves the Mandalay, again carrying 2 suitcases. He stops at the Ogden and drives home to Mesquite. On Thursday, he locks both rooms repeatedly. At 36 minutes after 9, he locks the deadbolt to room 135 for the last time. 4 minutes later, Jason Aldean, who is headlining the Route 91 festival, begins his act. Paddock then turns the deadbolt to room 134. At 10:05, his shooting rampage begins. In under 10 minutes, he would kill 58 people and injure over 700 before taking his own life. He had
killed 58 and injured 700 people? Hold up.
Paddock then turns the deadbolt to room 134. At 10:05, his shooting rampage begins. In under 10 minutes, he would kill 58 people and injure over 700 before taking his own life. He had amassed 23 guns and thousands of rounds of ammunition. Almost 6 months since the attack, Paddock's motive remains unknown.
Well, now it's 6 years later and we still don't know. Story stuff is done. One moment. Let me see.
Yeah.
I'm off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Black Friday news, Black Friday reports, the numbers, and we're going to watch a video of what Black Friday used to be like. It's not like that anymore. Sorry, we're going down a Vegas shooting rabbit hole. I've never looked into this conspiracy behind this. Oh, shit.
As the star they'd come to see ran off stage, thousands of concertgoers appeared confused at first by the terrible transformation of what had been a peaceful, joyous night. They stood out in the open, exposed as automatic gunfire rained down with horrific effect. Not everyone immediately recognized what it was, but they knew they had to get away.
Run, bitch!
Lying flat as the shots rang out.
He's up there. Laying down ain't helping.
It's fireworks. It's fireworks. Stop.
It's not fireworks.
We heard what we thought were fireworks, and then everyone just got up and they said run, and everyone started stampeding and charging and knocking over grills, jumping over fences, getting out.
And every time there was a break, we ran and we ran. And I still wasn't even sure if it was actually bullets until one of the times we paused, our friend was like, the guy next to us got shot.
Everyone said hit the floor, so everyone was just like literally laying on top of each other trying to get out of the way, and the shots just kept coming, and so we were going down, and when we got down there was a man that was shot right there. They were trying to take him out. He was all bloody and he was unconscious, and one of my friends was helping him out, and we ran, and everybody's hiding everywhere. I mean, they're hiding under the bleachers and the stanchions and anywhere they could, and everyone's telling us to run as fast as you can.
Just be advised, it is automatic fire. Fully automatic fire from an elevated position. Take cover.
Glowing in the footage taken by fleeing fans, the Golden Mandalay Bay Hotel, standing tall just across the road from the festival.
How come you don't see any?
Here's the moment when on the ground a police officer realizes the shots are coming from the 32nd floor of that hotel.
What's going on, Jimmy? It's coming from upstairs in the Mandalay Bay. Upstairs, Mandalay Bay, halfway up. I see the shots coming from Mandalay Bay.
Its proximity and height meant that the gunman holed up in the hotel had a clear line of sight into the crowds from above. He had with him as many as 10 weapons, among them automatic rifles. Police have confirmed he was 64-year-old Stephen Paddock from nearby Mesquite, a retiree who'd checked in a few days earlier. He killed himself as SWAT teams entered the room, their calm just before the raid, a contrast to the mayhem he'd engineered.
Sit on the suspect's door. I need everybody in that hallway to be aware of it and get back. We need to pop this and see if we get any type of response from this guy to see if he's in here or if he's actually moved out somewhere else. Breach.
Stephen Paddock had no known criminal record. His brother, at a loss to explain what he'd done.
We have no reason, rhyme, rationale, excuse. There's just nothing. Find out who sold him the machine gun.
When the president spoke, he made no mention of the battery
Who sold him the machine gun? He had like 20 of them. Trump.
of rifles and handguns, nor the laws that allow one man to accumulate and use them, but he thanked the police for their timely intervention.
The speed with which they acted is miraculous and prevented further loss of life. To have found the shooter so quickly after the first shots were fired is something for which we will always be thankful and grateful.
While the president sought to close doors to terror from abroad, America was delivered its deadliest mass shooting through the windows of a Vegas hotel by an angry white man whose name appeared on no watch lists, but to whom military-grade weapons were easily available.
We need your truck. We just need to get people over to the hospital, okay?
The hundreds of injured people who were brought to Vegas hospitals in trucks and cars and a phalanx of ambulances are now undergoing treatment. Many are critically wounded. But for nearly 60 families already, there's no more
look
waiting.
at all the ambulances.
Only the heartbreaking loss of someone who's not coming home.
58 killed and 700 injured. That's wild. He's just letting off. That's crazy. And I could believe that, I don't know, I could believe that a lot of people would have been reporting hearing shooting from different areas. Like, people are going crazy, so there's going to be a lot of reports of a lot of different shooters. I don't know. I'd have to look deeper into the conspiracies. I don't know enough about them. We got an update on the banana. I'm going to make my own banana art. Oh, this is funny. All right. I still need to find some more rapid fire news. I don't know. We might talk about this dang Vegas shooter tomorrow, because now I want to look more into this. Conspiracy Mondays are back. But I feel like this is a deep dive. I had an ex was supposed to be there that night. Really scary night for people. Find the 4D map. It's a must for stream. DuckDuckGo might have it. $4D isn't even real. What is a 4D map? Yo. 10 minutes, 12 gunfire bursts, 30 videos. Mapping the Las Vegas. Okay, I gotta go, guys. Dang, we might just do a live deep dive into the Vegas shooting, because I never looked into this one a lot. And I don't have nothing to talk about tomorrow. For the last hour. Escape Summer Music Festival. A lot of open space and fabric roofs. Yep. All right, I gotta go to work, guys. I just got a hotel ad on your stream, Algorithm Wilden. Yeah, was it a Mandalay Bay hotel and casino ad? All right, I gotta go to work, guys. Have a good night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow night. It's been a short week this week, 4-day week. Nice. Last night of the week before Monday. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. We out. Super detailed. We'll find it. Link it. Send me the link. I gotta go to work. See ya.